If you're thinking about making a move here to Winston-Salem but aren't sure which suburb might be the best fit for you, well, this video is exactly what you need to watch. Today we're going to talk about four of my favorite suburbs in the Winston-Salem area. We're going to start in Lewisville, then hop over to Kernersville, then Advance, and then we'll wind up in Summerfield, North Carolina. We'll cover what it's really like to live there between traffic and shopping and home prices and just lifestyle in general. So stick around and we'll take a little tour. First, let's start in Lewisville. It's a little town just west of Winston-Salem. And I know it sounds cliche, but it does have that charming small town feel that a lot of people are looking for. The kind of place where people still wave at each other when they walk by. Got the charming town center right in the middle of town, small shops, local shops that you can walk through. There's events, parks, just lots of neighborly things that happen in Lewisville. As far as the homes, you still have a lot of space between houses in the neighborhoods here. There's beautiful neighborhoods that we'll talk about in just a second that where you can get space between your neighbors, like I said, but you do have that good neighborly feel here. Traffic here is pretty light. Most people commute through Highway 421 or US 158 to get to Clemens or Winston-Salem for all the conveniences that you need because, like I said, there is local shops and local restaurants, but you don't have the big box items that you need that you want to make a trip into town for. So let's talk about home prices. The median home price in Lewisville is around $400,000. You've got great luxury neighborhoods here like Lake at Lasara. You've got Woodview Estates, some other great neighborhoods like Brook Hill, and lots of great builders that build out here in Lewisville also. So you can do some custom homes. So as you can see, there are beautiful homes, beautiful neighborhoods here in Lewisville. Lewisville is the perfect spot if you want a quieter lifestyle, excellent schools, and a close-knit community while you're still staying close enough to all the amenities you need in Winston-Salem. So now we're going to jump over to Kernersville, North Carolina. It is right in between Winston-Salem and Greensboro. So if you commute to one or both of these, it makes Kernersville a very convenient choice for you. I have done a whole video on Kernersville. We'll put the link right up here for you to enjoy and watch that video and learn a little bit more about it. Traffic can be a little bit busier here, especially on Highway 66 or I-40, but that's a good trade-off for the convenience that you have in Kernersville. Like I said, right between two big cities that you commute to, but you've also got all the big box stores. You've got Target, Lowe's Foods, Lowe's Home Improvement. You've got restaurants, coffee shops, the great downtown that you can walk through. It's amazing. And it's all within a few minutes of most neighborhoods in Kernersville. I mentioned the great downtown area. That's just a wonderful place to walk down through. They've got food truck events. They've got all kinds of fun things happening there. Kerner's Volley House. You've got the botanical gardens to walk through. Great parks in Kernersville. So it's a great place to live, to be convenient to both big cities. Median home prices in Kernersville run around $360,000, but you'll see starter homes in the high 200s, and you get the beautiful new builds for $400,000 and above. Kernersville does offer a good mix of neighborhoods. You've got the established neighborhoods with mature trees, and you've got the newer communities with amenities like pools and sidewalks where you can go walk around, get a little exercise, or even go, like I said, to the great parks they have here too. If you like convenience and easy access to both Winston-Salem and Greensboro, Kernersville might check off all your boxes. It's a little bit busier, but you rarely have to drive very far for anything that you need, so that's a good trade-off. Let's slow things down a little bit and jump over to Advance, North Carolina. And yes, that is the correct way to say it, Advance. There's a lot of debate around that here. It is a beautiful rural area just southwest of Winston-Salem in Davie County. And Advance is known for its wide open spaces, horse farms, just a peaceful country living area. If you want privacy, larger lots, or even acreage, this is your spot right here. Traffic is minimal, and the drive to Winston-Salem is usually a 25 to 30-minute commute, depending on where you live in Advance. Shopping is also limited to small local shops and restaurants, So if you want the big box stores, you again need to drive to Clemens, Winston-Salem, or Bermuda Run that has a lot of great shopping areas there. Another great thing about Advance is if you are a golfer, they have great golf courses there with Oak Valley, Bermuda Run, and Tanglewood. So if golf is your thing, this is probably a good fit for you. A nice brick ranch on an acre lot could run you around $400, $450 around here, and larger estate homes like in the Bermuda Run area or newer neighborhoods that are being built can run between $600 to, on up to $1 million, but you get the luxury and the acreage that you're looking for. Advance is perfect for folks who crave a slower pace of life and love the idea of country living with some convenience because you are, like I said, close to Clemens and Bermuda Run and Winston-Salem. You just have to plan ahead for your errands and grocery shopping. So last but not least is Summerfield, North Carolina. I have also done a whole video on Summerfield. We'll put the link right here and in the comment section below. So check that out for more information. But Summerfield is just a beautiful town with so much charm and history to it. You've got the larger lots and the convenience from where it's located between Winston-Salem and Greensboro, especially Greensboro is just right north of Greensboro. You have the convenience of driving to the bigger towns if you need to for commuting for work, or a lot of people work from home there and just commute for the larger restaurants and shopping and things like that. It is a little further out. You got about a 30 to 45 minute drive to Winston-Salem, 20 to 30 minutes to Greensboro, but that's not bad for what you get to trade off for the nice area you live in versus having to drive a little bit for your shopping. I love that there's lakes around there, so there's all kinds of recreation and outdoor activities that you can do. The median home price around here is a little higher. It averages around $600,000, and many listings go well above that, especially if you're looking for acreage and very large custom homes. So as you're driving through Summerfield, it just feels peaceful and quiet. There's a little small area where you can do local shopping, local restaurants, and then you just take a turn and there's beautiful estate homes and neighborhoods that you would enjoy just going home to and waving at your neighbors and sitting on your porch. It's a great place to live. A 3-bedroom brick home could average you around $500, $550 price, while luxury properties with some acreage, you're looking at $1 million or more. And that's maybe like 5 acres that you're looking for. Summerfield is top rated for schools and quiet, family-friendly vibe if that's what you're looking for. It's really ideal if you work from home, like I said, and you split your time between Greensboro and Winston-Salem. So think of it as kind of elegant country living with convenience and easy access to everything. So final thoughts on the 4 suburbs that we just talked about. Every one of them has their own personality and unique traits. And the best one for you just really depends on your lifestyle, your commute options, and your budget. So if any of these neighborhoods appeal to you and you have some more questions or some interest in these areas, let me know. I'll be glad to send you a list of current homes in the areas. And if you're thinking about relocating to the Winston-Salem area or one of these suburbs, reach out to me anytime, call, text, email. There's a link below to get in touch with me, and I'd love to help you get into the area. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in this video so I'll know that you're getting some value. And I hope you learned a little bit about these suburbs. Again, I love Lewisville, Kernersville, Advance, and Summerfield. You can't go wrong with either one. But like I said, they all depend on your lifestyle, budget, and your commute wants and needs. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.